Hey there, how's it going? I'm TechDweeb, welcome. Thanks for clicking on the video today. So today we're looking at this thing again, the Miyoo Mini Flip. I've already made a video about the Miyoo Mini Flip, my review video, and that video will be linked below if you want to know more about what this thing's all about. I love it. It's freaking amazing. It's the flippy screen doodad that I've been waiting for, and since making that video, I've fallen in love with this thing in new and special ways. Even though it hasn't replaced my Miyoo Mini, I still love it. The Miyoo Mini is still my daily driver. It lives in my cargo pocket and it goes with me everywhere. It's a little beat up, but I'm fine with that. It's well traveled, like your mom. And we still love her, so I'm just glad this little guy is still kicking. Anyways, we're not here to talk about the Miyoo Mini. I've made 80 videos on this thing already. Today we're here to talk about the Miyoo Mini Flip and some new stuff. A bunch of stuff that you can get for your Miyoo Mini Flip. Basically, we're going to try to make the ultimate Miyoo Mini Flip. We're going to do a quick hardware mod, and I also got a big package of stuff, like accessories and stuff. I'll show it all to you. I made a video a while back about the ultimate Miyoo Mini Plus, where I showed off a bunch of accessories and a special preloaded SD card. And that was one of my top performing videos for a long time. So let's hope that lightning strikes twice with this ultimate Miyoo Mini Flip video. And on that topic, the main thing that we're looking at is this right here. This preloaded SD card that LITNXT sells. This is their new version that is made specifically for the Miyoo Mini Flip. And this has the latest version of Onion OS with all the latest fixes, and also the same amazing ROM sets from their previous products. I've shown off these cards from LITNXT before. This is actually what I have in my primary Miyoo Mini. One of these cards from LITNXT. They're just so well done that even I don't mind using one of these as a shortcut to good retro doodad stuff. And I also have a whole box of stuff. I got holders and cases and stuff in there. And I've also got a package from a store on Etsy called Retro Mini Supply. I actually bought something from them a while back and they recognized me on my username. They were like, hey, you're TechDweeb. And they sent me a nice package with a bunch of extra goodies and a lovely note. And I have a new package from them today. The main thing I want to show you, this is an upgraded speaker for the Miyoo Mini Flip. That's the hardware mod that I wanted to do. Retro Mini Supply also sent me my favorite lanyard for my Miyoo Mini. I love this little orange pop charm hanging down. And this is a shark tooth that they sent me. Made a little charm out of it. And some extra black screws and a screen protector. They are lovely people. Retro Mini Supply, that's Marty and his sister Rocky. They've been so nice to me and they run a great shop and sell all sorts of bits and bobs for your retro doodads. Of course, I'll include a link to their shop, Retro Mini Supply, in the thingy below. Alright, let's start our hardware mod. I'm gonna get this speaker in here. What size screw is this? Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, these upgraded speakers are a pretty nice upgrade, to be honest. If I was a better YouTuber, I would have done a before and after. Actually, maybe I can put some audio samples of my Miyoo Mini with the upgraded speaker. I have one that doesn't have the speaker and I have one that does, so I'll cut to that now. I don't know how the difference is going to sound on YouTube, but it's a pretty big difference in real life when you hear it with your ears. Gonna try to be careful getting in here. I know the battery is connected at the bottom here. Unplug that. Ow, that hurt. I have a cut on my thumb. I cut myself saving a baby from a grizzly bear, just so you know. Definitely didn't just cut it while I was cleaning my blender. There we go, easy peasy. And there it is. There's the speaker. And we could just swap it out because the contacts for the speaker just poke upwards into the PCB. We just peel this little protector off and pop it in there. And yeah, that's it. That's done. And then we just put it back together and get the buttons back in the good place, plug in the battery and shove it back together. And let's turn it on before we do the SD card just to make sure that everything works and I didn't break it. Ah, there we go. We're good. Oh, there's the menu music too. So the speaker works. That's good to know. All right, good enough. We'll play with it in a bit, but first we have some some stuff to check out. Oh geez, I glossed over the first modification that I should have mentioned. It's this sticker. This is one of the TechDweeb handheld stickers from my merch shop. These stickers are awesome. They're vinyl stickers, not paper. Very high quality and they look amazing. So if you want to show off your love of TechDweeb on your handhelds, then you can get these in a 3-pack from my merch store. And I also have mouse pads and desk mats and t-shirts and a bunch of other stuff. Shameless plug. All right, let's go through all this stuff. Starting with this. whatever it is. Okay, so this is like a little protective cover. It's got some instructions in there. Yeah, okay, so this is double-sided tape, and you can use that to stick this onto the Miyoo Mini Flip to keep it all secure on there or whatever. I guess this goes on there, and this goes on like this. Oh, interesting. So this is like it's a 3D printed protective cover. It's very form-fitting, nice and snug on there. Keep your Miyoo Mini Flip safe, and it actually feels pretty nice on there. Maybe a little bit harder to push the bumpers and triggers up there, but no, it's not terrible. I can still use them. I mean, it's just a clear protective case for your Miyoo Mini Flip. If you're into protecting your devices, keeping them nice and safe, then yeah, this will do that. And next up we have this. Exhibit B, some sort of grip, obviously. A 3D printed grip. I mean, the best part of the Miyoo Mini Flip is how small and compact and cute it is. But like, if you get used to carrying this around and you have all your ROMs and save games on there, and then when you're at home and you want to play on your couch or the toilet or whatever, having something like this to slap on there for some extra comfy gaming makes perfect sense to me. You don't leave this on all the time or anything. Or do if you want to. I don't care. As long as you click the subscribe button, you can do whatever the heck you want. Yeah, it just goes in there, and it's got some felt around the outside to keep it safe and snug. The buttons on the sides work, and yeah, it's super comfy to hold. It feels like you're holding a little, like an Xbox controller, like a mini Xbox controller or whatever. It's nice. I like it. Oh, I goofed up. I should have checked the price so I could talk about that. I'll add it on the screen when I edit the video. And next up is this thing. Yeah, it's a stand. I have a similar stand for my Miyoo Mini Plus. It's a charging stand, and it comes with a special cable, but the USB-C part is magnetic. It comes off. And they have that same magnet here, so this comes off easy, but the main part is right here. This USB-C plug. You have the female hole here and the male thing there, and this goes down on there, and it's a little charging stand, but because it's magnetic, you can just pull it off. You can leave this on there and it just kind of stays out of the way. It's not very big, and then when you want to charge it up, just plop it down like that. It's magnetic, and it almost makes your device feel like it has wireless charging kind of thing going on. Super convenient, and the stand is like a nice little display stand, especially if you have a TechDweeb sticker on there. You can look at my name there on your desk. So like if you want to be able to grab your Miyoo Mini off a stand and go, and then later plop it down to charge, then this will give you that superpower. I like the build. Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, sure, why not, right? And there's other stuff in there. Got some bumpers, but that's for the Miyoo Mini Plus. There's other device stuff in there. I'll check that stuff out later. Today is all about the Miyoo Mini Flip, and now we're on to the main event. We're on to this guy. Okay, so the idea with this is it's a memory card that comes pre-configured with a custom operating system with really great ROM sets, all set up for you and ready to rock. Because very often when you buy a device, it'll come with a memory card all set up for you with games and stuff, but the quality of those are usually pretty terrible. And some of them are okay, but none of them are as good as this. They usually come packed with janky ROM sets, with duplicate games and missing games, foreign language games, and ROM hacks all mixed together in a big messy mess. They're just not well done. Usually not well done. So what do? Well, you can make a card yourself. That's pretty easy to do if you're a tech dweeb. I have all sorts of tutorial videos for all sorts of systems if you want to learn how to do that. But it's time consuming, and maybe even if you have the skills, you want a shortcut. So this is the new one, made for the Miyoo Mini Flip. It's got Onion OS on there, the latest version with all the latest fixes for the Miyoo Mini Flip, all ready to go. And yeah, let's quit faffing about and get this thing going. Oh, and these cards, these are branded cards. This is a SanDisk Ultra card. This alone goes for almost $20 on Amazon. So if you just subtract that price from the price of the pre-made card on LITNXT, you'll get an idea whether you're actually paying for the setup of the games and stuff. I don't know, I'll put it on the screen or whatever. Also, a branded card should last a long time and be reliable. And here we go. I'll pop that in there, and let's CB-weeby what we got here, shall we? Onion OS, there we go. There, yeah, we're good. All set up. We'll do the tour in a minute, but first, I'm excited to see, does the screen turn off when you close it? Close the lid. Is the screen off? Yeah, it's off. And open it up. Yeah, the lid close works. On Onion OS, oh, I am happy about this. You know, flippy doodads, being able to close them and have the screen turn off, that feels pretty essential to me. So we'll check out the games in a bit, but first I want to get to the themes. Because if this is a stock version of OnionOS, that means that we should get lots of themes, including the TechDweeb theme. There it is. They just have my orange flavor on here by default. I have other flavors as well, purple and red and green and gray, whatever you like, but I'll just go with this orange one today because it's here. First things first mostly, let's head right into the games because this is really what it's about. Let's jump into, I don't know, what do we got? Amiga, 214 Amiga games, lots of games for random systems like this. MAME, 375 MAME games. This isn't every arcade game ever, obviously, but I know from experience that this ROM set is a very, very well chosen ROM set. No weird janky stuff or foreign language games, but basically just every arcade game you'd ever actually want. But let me show you the consoles. I probably should have started with that. Let's see Game Boy. 178 games here. There are more Game Boy games than that, so the way that they have this set up is in the root folder, it's a best of list. 178 of the top games. But if your favorite game isn't in the best of set, just go up here to the Miyoo collection. This is where the rest of them are. 322 more games in here. So they do have all the Game Boy games on here. It's just that they try to organize them for you to keep it manageable and make it convenient. So these ROM sets for the consoles are 1G, 1R ROM sets, which means one game, one ROM, with an English North American priority. So no foreign language games or duplicates or anything like that. This is exactly the kind of ROM sets that I like to see. This is why I love these cards. They have complete ROM sets, but only for the games that an English speaker would actually want. In addition, we also have this modern folder, which are modern games, sort of like modern indie Game Boy games kind of thing. And they also have translations in here. There's only a few in here for Game Boy because there's not that many translated Game Boy games. Some other systems will have more, you'll see. All the main console systems will have it set up like this. So if I go over to GBA here, you're going to see, we have a smaller best of ROM set here, 220 games, and in the Miyoo collection, you'll see the rest of them. 1,750 games in here. Basically everything released for the Game Boy Advance is on here. And then, where appropriate, there are extra collections. Like here, Hacks. This is ROM Hacks, community-made hacked Game Boy Advance games that had extra stuff, extra levels and game modes and features and challenges or whatever. Extra content for your favorite games. And they have an entire extra section just for Pokemon ROM Hacks. 33 Game Boy Advance Pokemon ROM Hacks in here. I'm no expert in Pokemon ROM Hacks. I don't know if this is all of them or just the best ones or whatever, but taking a look as I scroll through them, there's so much in here. Every console system is like this. NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, best of list, and the Miyoo collection, and the modern games, translated games, and ROM hacks in here. It's basically like someone took a lot of time and care to build the best collection of every retro system, and they put them all on this one card, all set up with screenshots and stuff. Now, it's only 128 gigabytes, this card that I have. They also sell a 256 gigabyte, that's a bigger card, and you get more of the high-end stuff like PS1 and Nintendo DS. But all the older consoles still have complete sets, even on the 128 gigabyte card. The bigger card has more DOS games too, I think. I'm a big fan of DOS games. Actually, let's check that out. How much do we have? 39 DOS games. And it's a good set. Some serious bangers in here. Yeah, I personally use the 128 gigabyte card in my main Miyoo Mini, and it's plenty for me. Let's see some higher end stuff. Nintendo DS. Oh dang, 101 DS games. And this is the small card. Oh yeah, I don't even know if I mentioned this. The Miyoo Mini Flip can play Nintendo DS, obviously. The way this works is you can press the L2 and R2 button to swap the screens and swap the control to cursor mode for touchscreen stuff. You can bring up the drastic menus for the graphics or the interface, but we get some good interface shortcuts too. You can hold menu and use the D-pad and to swap between the screen layouts, and you can change the skin. If you don't like the Pikachu, you can swap it on the fly. Impressive performance too. Not every DS game runs perfectly on the Miyoo Mini products, but tons do. I have an Animal Crossing playthrough on my main Miyoo Mini. I play it all the time. Pretty impressive that you can play DS on this little thing, in my opinion. Check out my review video if you want to see performance stuff. And of course, since we're in Onion OS, we get the quick game switcher. If you hold the menu button, you will exit the game quickly. And if you have a game open, you can just press the menu button once to open the game switcher. And you can see which games you have on the go and pick up where you left off. And this is so cool. If you have a game on the go, hold the power button and the device will power off. And then when you turn it back on, you're going to be taken right back into your game. This is the Onion OS magic. Everyone loves Onion OS for all these little special powers that it bestows upon you. Oh, there's so much on here. All the Neo Geo games and all the Super Nintendo games, more ROM hacks and translations, and PS1. Oh my god, 167 PS1 games. Holy jeez, man. I mean, I shouldn't be so amazed. My card has the same stuff, I think, but I forgot how much is actually on here. The Wipeout games, Tony Hawk's, Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9, and PS1 is perfect on this device. The performance is perfect. You can play any PS1 game with no issue. Ports, these are ports of PC games, mostly DOS games that have been ported to Linux to run natively. Duke 3D and Wolfenstein and Doom, friggin' 200 Doom games in here. I don't have time to show you everything. There's more obscure stuff and random old retro systems here too. But this should at least show you that there's a ton on here to explore and discover. And there's more stuff you can tinker with in Onion OS too. I wish I had the time to go deep on all this stuff, but it's just a quick tour. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show you. All these accessories like this grip and the new preloaded card from LITNXT. And I wanted to mention the reason that I'm showing you this and shouting out LITNXT, their store, is that they are my personal favorite store. They don't ever pay me to say anything. I choose to say what I do about them whenever I talk about them. They're a small company and I can tell that they're genuine real people who are passionate about this hobby. And they have 4.8 stars on Trustpilot with tons of positive reviews, so I feel pretty good kind of recommending them. I've read nothing but positive experiences from you guys about them too. And they also sent me a Christmas card this year. It was a handwritten note and it was just adorable. It was like we've never met, but it feels like we know each other even though we're half a world away. And they talk about my videos and they drew a little TechDweeb picture. I mean, is it cheesy that a Christmas card from a handheld company got me choked up? Actually, don't answer that. So this is a long way of saying, if you want any of this stuff, there's a link to where you can buy it on LITNXT in the description below. And as always, if you're buying from a reseller store, just make sure that you look for any coupon codes. It's like these stores, they have perpetual sales and there's always a coupon code. I don't know why they don't just make their stuff cheaper, but whatever. And also Retro Mini Supply on Etsy. They're awesome too. Check them out. There's a link below. And that's it from me. I'm TechDweeb. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.